Okay, class, red table to the carpet. Green table to the carpet. Yellow table to the carpet. Blue table to the carpet. Desk to the carpet. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Cannon.
Let's do share outs real quick. Do a boy and a girl this morning. Chastity. Come on. Good morning, Chastity.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Chastity.
Last Sunday, me and my brother and my friend Jackson, we saw a cat just like Garfield, and we named him. And then we got this water gun and we sprayed it at him. And then we gave him food and we ran out.
Excellent. Give her 2 claps. Get a boy up here. Dylan D. Good morning, Dylan D.
Good morning, Mr. Cannon. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Dylan D.
This week, last weekend, I went to the lake.
You did what? Say it again, Dylan.
I went to the lake.
You went to the lake. Did you have fun? Good. Good. Did you do anything fun at the lake? Not really. You played, fish.
We just played around.
All right, give them 2 claps. All right, class. Today, we're going to learn about rows and columns. Let's go over our learning target first so we'll know what we're going to learn today. Please repeat after me in your inside voice. I can draw rows and columns of equal size in a rectangle. The second learning target we're going to do is I can count the equal size squares in a rectangle. Great. Let me have your attention. There are 2 things that we have to understand about what we're going to learn today. Now, the reason why we need to know how to draw rows and columns in a rectangle and count the total number of squares is because this is for the basis of multiplication in 3rd grade. So next year, one of your big math lessons is you're going to have to learn all your multiplication tables. So this year, what we're about to teach you right now will help you do that a lot better. Now, the thing we're going to be drawing today is called an array. Class, say that with me. Array. Excellent. I'm going to show you what an array is, what it looks like. You're going to draw it. But now, before we draw an array, there's something we have to learn as a class. We have to know what a row is and what a column is. Now, 2nd graders get this very confused. A row goes straight across. Everybody put your hand in the air with me and go straight across, and when you do it, say row. 1, 2, 3.
Row.
Again.
Row.
Again.
Row.
Again.
Row.
Now we're going to do the same thing for column, but straight up and down. Straight up and down. 1, 2, 3.
Column. Column.
Show me row.
Row.
Column. Show me row.
Row.
Column. Row.
Row.
Column. Excellent. Now, here's what we do with rows and columns. Whenever you have an array, they're going to tell you how many rows and columns to do. Now watch me. Just watch me. If I tell you show me 3 columns and 3 rows. Then what I'm going to do, watch me close. I'm going to do my rows first. Alright? So basically I'm going to draw a square, and a square. That's because my rows are going which way? Across. So basically I have set up for 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. So I have my 3 rows ready. Now I need 3 columns. Then I'm going to basically draw 3 boxes across the top because columns go which way? Straight up and down. Now I'm going to fill in the rest of my rectangle because remember, that's our learning target. So I have 3 rows and I have 3 columns. Now our second learning target is you count the total number of boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, this is the basis for multiplication because 3 times 3 equals 9. Alright? So this is what we're going to be getting practice with today. How to draw rows and columns in a rectangle and how to count the total number of boxes. Alright? Watch me do one more, and then I'm going to get someone else to come up and help me teach it. Alright? So if I have 2 rows and 2 columns, watch me again. I'm going to do what first? Someone raise a hand. Destiny?
First, you have to draw a square.
Okay. How many?
2.
2. Why 2?
Because the rows are 2.
Excellent. So since I'm going, which way do I go for a row? Dex? Which way do I go for a row? Straight across. So basically I know my row is going to go this way. So that's why I drew 2 boxes for 2 rows. Now, what do I do next? Elena?
For column, like 2 boxes top.
Excellent. So it's 1, 2. Excellent. So now I fill in my rectangle. So I fill it in. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my total. So what's 2 times 2?
4.
Excellent. Now, who would like to come up and teach the class this? To show me that they know it. I'm going to get someone close. Keelan. Please draw for me 2 rows, 3 columns. Now, everyone else needs to watch because I may have you to come up to help Cleveland. It's 2 rows and 3 columns. Now, fill in your rectangle. Count the total number of squares. Excellent. Let the class look at it. So what's 2 times 3?
6.
Excellent. All right. Excellent. Everybody getting 2 claps? I need another volunteer. Roxy. Thank you, Keelan. Give that to Roxy. Come on up, Roxy. Roxy, show me 2 columns and 2 rows. Everyone else watch. We may need your help. And what's the first thing you do? Class, help her out. What's the first thing we do? Elena? Draw 2 boxes. Excellent. Excellent. She did that. What's the next thing should she do? How many more boxes? 2. Excellent, because I'm adding 2 columns. Now, fill in your rectangle. Excellent. Count the total number of squares. What's 2 times 2? Excellent. Give her 2 claps. Now, have a seat. Thank you so much. Class, we're all, gotta wait till some people get back. We're all going to get practice with this. Now, when you go back to your seat, let me show you what we're going to do as a class so that you can earn some transition points for your table. Everybody at your table is going to get a sheet like this. Okay? Now, when you get this sheet, excuse me. When you get this sheet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to make a certain number of rows and a certain number of columns. Now, when you get to your table, you're going to grab a handful of 1 manipulatives, and you're going to be ready. So basically, at your table, when you get back, you're going to get this sheet. You're going to get a couple of 1s. You only need that many, maybe 10 or 11. All right? So I'm going to say, class, show me 2 rows and 2 columns. Watch me. So I'm going to say 2 rows, and then 2 columns. Because I know rows go across, columns go down. Then I'm going to fill in my rectangle. How many total do I have in my rectangle? Nehemiah?
4.
So what is 2 times 2?
4.
Excellent. All right, watch me do another one. I'm going to say, show me 3 columns, 3 rows. So I'm going to say, okay, well, I'm going to say, here's my columns, because I know they go straight across. And now I need 3 rows. So there's my 3 columns. And then I'm going to fill in my rectangle. Now I can count the total number of blocks. 9. So I know 3 times 3 equals 9. Raise your hand if you do not understand what we're going to do as a table group to earn transition points. You don't understand? All right. When you get to your desk, you're going to get a sheet of paper like this. Just like this. And you're going to get a bucket on your table where you're just going to get a handful of 1 manipulatives. Only 1's in it. So I only grabbed about 10 or 11. So you don't have to grab that many, just 1 handful. So you don't have to fight over them. There's enough for everybody to get a handful. All right? And then I'm going to say, class, show me 2 rows, 2 columns. So you're going to take your 1s. Now, how many blocks will I put for 2 rows? How many will I put for 2 columns? 2. Now, since I already had the 1 for the row, I just put another one right there. So now I got 2 rows going across, because we know, and we know columns. So I got a column here, and then I'm going to fill in my rectangle, and then I'm going to count the total number. What's the total number? 4. So if I ask you what's 2 times 2? 4. Got it? Who else doesn't understand what we're going to do? You don't understand? Everybody got it? All right. Now we're going to go back to our seat. Teacher assistant, will you hand out our worksheet? Now we're only going to spend about 10 minutes on this. So we need to be on our best behavior so we can win a lot of points for our table. And then we're going to do some independent work in groups. Then we'll do our exit slip, be the end of our day. All right? Let's give her a little minute. Red table, go back. Yes, sir. Sir. Green table, go back. Green table, go back. Yellow table. And blue table. And deck. If Alana has not brought you your paper yet, go ahead and grab your 5 or 10 1 so you'll have those ready. Remember to put your name on your paper as soon as you get it. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Please, Alana, hurry. For those who are doing what I asked, thank you so much. So everyone should have a sheet of paper. You should have about 10 or 11 manipulatives. Quickly. Raise your hand if you do not have a worksheet. Excellent. Raise your hand if you don't have a handful of manipulatives. Okay, get some. They're in the box. They're coming around. Yes, sir. Please, sir. Follow along. All right, class. When your table has the right amount of rows and columns, please put your head down so I can come and check so your table can get those points. Whoever finishes first gets about 2 or 3, and we'll just go down from there. So first place gets 4 in 3, 2, 1. Class, show me 2 columns and 2 rows. 2 columns and 2 rows. Let's see. What we're doing is we're showing 2 columns and 2 rows. Help you guy out. Show me 2 columns, 2 rows. He's showing you right there. Please don't call my name. Just raise your hand. You should put your head down so I know to come and check. You don't have to raise your hand and call me. Excellent, red table. Very good. Excellent, green table. Yellow, blue. We're waiting on 1 desk. How you coming along? So we know rows are across. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let me put your points up. I think red was first. Then it was green. Then it was blue. Then yellow. All right, class. Show me 3 columns and 2 rows. No, I'm sorry. 3 rows, 2 columns. Show me 3 rows, 2 columns. 3 rows, 2 columns. Remember, rows are across, columns are straight up and down. Let me write it on the board also. What I'm going to do, class, I'm going to put right up here, I'm going to say row. I'm going to put column. So show me 3 rows, 2 columns. I like the way the red table is helping each other. 3 rows, 2 columns. Okay, I need you two to help those 2. They don't quite have it. That's incorrect. 3 rows, 2 columns. Columns go straight up and down. How many columns do you have? Now you have 2 rows and 3 columns. 3 rows, 2 columns. Please make sure that you have everybody. Excellent. Red table has it. Will you guys help Jocelyn? Make sure she has it. 3 rows, that's 2 rows and 3 columns. I need 3 rows and 2 columns. Keep them out. Excellent, Jocelyn. This is 2 rows and 3 columns because you have rows going across, so you only got 2. You need 3, and you only need 2 columns. You got it backwards, y'all. Make sure you get it. You didn't fill in your rectangle all the way. This is 2 rows. Okay, you're not done? That is incorrect. I only asked for 3 rows and 2 columns. Try again. It's on the board here. 3 rows, 2 columns. And let me give the red table their point. Desk is their point. Okay. Now this is 2 rows and 3 columns. I need 3 rows and 2 columns. Try it again. Remember, rows are across. I need 3. Columns are straight up and down. I need 2. Rows are easy. Remember, rows go straight across. Excellent. Blue table. We're waiting on Alana. Excellent. So we'll give blue and then yellow. All right, now, class, show me, let's go with 4 rows, 3 columns. 4 rows, 3 columns. Rows are straight across, columns are straight up and down. Show me 4 rows, 3 columns. 4 rows. Rows are straight across. Matter of fact, let me put that on the board also when you look up here as a reminder. Rows are straight across. Columns are straight up and down. 4 rows. Excellent. Excellent. Roxy, no opting out. Come on, sweetie, you can get it. Keon's gonna help you. Excellent, Keon. 4 rows, 3 columns. Now fill. Now that's 1, 2, 3, that's 4 columns. See, once you fill it in, you're gonna see you're gonna have 4 columns. Got the rows right. You only need 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. See what I'm saying? Now remember, when you make your rows, that's going to become a column. So I see a lot of people not counting their first row. You want 4 rows? You agree? Is that 4 rows? Now, this also becomes a column. So 1, 2, 3 columns. Then you fill it in. 4 rows, 3 columns. I like how you guys are helping each other out. Okay. If you turn this like this, it's perfect. 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. See? Excellent. 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 Now help Brooklyn. Okay, now watch this. Here's something y'all gotta remember. This is 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get the columns. 1, 2. You got too many. Like that. So remember, your first row is going to become your column. Not quite like that. Remember, 4 rows and 3 columns. All right. So I think it was the yellow table was first. You guys are twisted. Like if you turn your paper like this, you got it. 4 rows, 3 columns. What you're showing me there is 3 rows, 4 columns. I think you're on. Excellent, Jocelyn. Okay, now what you got here is 2 rows and 4 columns. What you need to do is make 4 rows.
Just keep it like that.
4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. Got it? Got it, Keon? 4 rows, 3 columns. Alright, let me give out the points. This is going to be our last one before we do some group work. I think the yellow tape got it first. Alright, last one. And we're going to do some group work together as a group. Show me Show me 2 rows and 6 columns. 2 rows and 6 columns. Excellent. Put your rows up first. Remember, your first row is going to become a column. 2 rows, 2 rows, now 6 columns. Got your 2 rows. 2 rows, straight across. Now add your columns. 1 column, 2, 3. You know how to do it. 2 rows, 6 columns. 2 rows, 6 columns. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me leave you alone. Excellent. Okay, step around. What you have are 4 rows and 2 columns. Look up here. 2 rows. That's it. All you need is 2 rows. Yep. 2 rows. You start with your rows. Now that's not what they're for. They're for making columns and rows. Excellent. Red table's got it. Desk has got it. Oh, what are you doing? Trying to give you some points. Show me 2 rows, 6 columns. There. There. Now you're messing it up. You got 2 rows, and go to 6 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need one more. Think about it. You got 2 rows. 1, 2. Go straight across. 6 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you need? Now you got it. Go ahead, Keelan. He's a little off. Got it now, Destiny? Excellent. Okay. Now what do you have here? You got, I'll show you what you got. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, and you got 1, 2, 3 columns. I only want 2 rows, and I want 6 columns. So how many should you have going straight across? You should only have 2 going straight across. Excellent. Roxy, I need you to lift your head up. Christopher's coming to help you. You know how to do it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Excellent. Excellent. Yellow table's got it. Desk got it. Alright. Now, take your manipulatives, put them back into the bucket, please. Now we're going to get with our partner, and we're going to work a worksheet together. Please line up for your partners. Please line up for your partners. Hurry. Alright, ready? Use your board. Ready? 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 All right, 5, 4, 3. Now look up here real quick. I'm going to work one with you before you work with your partner. You're only going to get 10 minutes to do this worksheet. I'm going to wait till everyone's ready and watching. I go. Let's look at the first one together. It says, draw an array to represent the columns and rows below. Then count the number of squares and write down the total. Now, if you remember, our learning target is drawing rows and columns in a rectangle and counting the total number of squares. So this worksheet is going to help us to learn both of our learning targets. Now watch me as I do number 1. And then this is what I expect of you. I need all eyes on me. I don't see Wilson's eyes. I don't see Elena's eyes. I need to see all eyes on me. All eyes on me. Waiting on Wilson. Excellent, sir. The first one tells me to draw 5 rows. So what I'm going to do is just like I did with my manipulative, I'm going to pretend like I'm setting up 5 1 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my 5 rows. I'm going to even number them so I won't get myself confused. Then it tells me to do 4 columns. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to fill in all of these. So now I've done the first part of my learning target. I've drawn an array to represent my columns and rows. Now I need to count the total number of squares and write them down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I write 20 right there. Now I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do this worksheet. If you finish before 5 minutes, remember, there was a worksheet at your desk. There's some additional problems at the bottom where you can follow the same process and work those. Alright? Raise your hand if you do not understand how to do this worksheet. Good. Raise your hand if you don't know what to do if you finish before the 5 minutes. If you finish before the 5 minutes, go get this worksheet and do the bottom 3. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to put a timer on the board for 5 minutes. Please use your whisper voice as you work it out with your party. I'll be walking around to make sure you guys are okay. You may begin. Sir. Alright, I'm going to start the timer. You have 5 minutes. Keep it to a whisper voice. You don't have much time. Now I see some people are just putting dots in their squares. That's perfectly fine. That helps you count a little better. But sometimes I miscount when I shake the whole thing. Excellent job. But you can do it either way you want. Remember, identify your rows, then identify your columns. Shade them in, then count the total number of squares. You guys are doing an excellent job. You got about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. I want to see you guys talk to each other to make sure you both understand. We're going to do a few presentations, then we'll have an exit slip. You for 5 rows. Let's count what you did. 1, 2, 3, 4. You only did 4 rows. Show me with your hands which way is a row. Show me with your hands which way is a row. Straight across. What's a column? Straight up and down. So if these are my rows, you don't have enough. You need 1 more row. Now let's look at your columns. 1 column, 2 columns, 3, 4. You did 5 and 6. You didn't need that. You see? 4 columns, straight up and down. Rows, straight across. Remember, a row, straight across. A column, straight up and down. All right, now show me how many rows. Just number. How many rows? Show me your rows. There's 1, 2, 3, now show me your columns. 1, 2, 3. Now, what you do, you get 3, 4. Then show that in. Then count the total. Excellent, Jessica. Keelan, you guys okay? Excellent. Okay, 4 rows. Excellent. Okay, let's sit right there in the chair. Remember, number your rows and columns so you don't get confused. Alright, do me one favor on your paper. Somewhere on your paper, write this. Write the word row and draw an arrow straight across. Write the word column and draw an arrow straight up and down. That will give you that constant reminder that a row is straight across and a column is straight up and down. You bleed? Oh, like that. Go to the nurse. Go to the nurse. No big? Okay, now go to the nurse if you keep bleeding. You don't want blood on you. You have about 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1 minute and 14 seconds. Somewhere on your paper, write that a row is straight across and a column is straight up and down. Excellent. 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 You guys are working very hard. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, now I didn't tell you to do on the back. I said if you got done to go get the piece of paper from your desk and do that. I got people working on the back doing the same package. That was going to be a surprise. I said if you got done before the 5 minutes, get the paper that we worked on your desk and do the bottom 3. I have people not following directions. But I love your enthusiasm though. Excellent. You have about 2. All right, let's go back to our seats, please. Five, 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Now, I want to see some of your work. I have people talking while I am. Now I want to see some of your work that you did. Now, we're not going to be able to show, everyone is not going to be able to show their work. But when I call on you, you and your partner come up, and I want you to present to us what you did and what you learned. I like doing this because it gives you a chance to hear from your classmates. Because you might be listening to me and be like, Mr. Cannon, I don't get it. But I got it the way Darian said it, or I got it the way Alana said it. I would like for Keon and his partner to come up. Quickly. Show us what you got. Excellent. Now, let's notice something that they've done. I like how Keon and Keelan wrote row on their paper and showed an arrow going straight across and a column that showed it going up and down. That gives them that constant reminder that a row is straight across. Everybody, show me a row. Row. Show me a column.
Column.
Excellent. You guys go ahead. Nice and loud. I drew 5 rows.
I drew 5 rows.
I Now point to them when you show us what you did. You drew 5 rows.
I drew 5 rows.
All right. How many columns?
With 4 columns.
Okay. Now you should have numbered your columns so we could have saw those. I see the 5 rows. Okay. You shade them in. So what's the total number?
And my total number was 20.
Excellent. Now remember, class, not only number your rows, but number your columns too. That way you can see the difference in your columns and your rows. Show us one more. Excellent. Show us problem number 2. Everyone should be listening.
I drew 4 rows and 3 columns.
Excellent. Now it looks like you did 4 columns. Ah. You see how numbering helps you to catch yourself? Excellent, guys. Excellent. So what's your total number?
12.
Excellent. Give them 2 claps. Let's see some more great work. Cassidy and your partner. Thank you, guys. All right, show us the other sheet. Excellent, ladies. Excellent. Excellent. Everybody turn your attention to them. Go right ahead, ladies.
I drew 5 columns and 4 rows.
Okay, now say it again. You drew 5 what?
5 rows and 4 columns.
Excellent. I like how you have them numbered and shaded. How many is that total? 20. Excellent. So what's 5 times 4? 20. Do you guys see how this is going to help you with multiplication? All right, go to number 3. Do problem 3 for us.
I drew 6 rows.
Excellent.
5 columns.
Excellent. How many is that total?
30.
Perfect. Perfect. Give them 2 claps. Let's see some more work. Dex, you and your partner. Come on up. Ah, very good. They also wrote row and column on their paper to give them that visual reminder that rows go across, columns go up and down. All right, now they didn't number their blocks. Let's see if they're accurate. Show us problem number 4, please.
I did 7.
I drew.
I drew 7 rows.
Let's see. Stop right there. Let's see if he drew 7 rows, because unlike most of us, they didn't number, but they still may have it correct. 1 row, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're correct. They drew 7 rows. Go ahead.
And I drew 3 columns and 21 total.
Excellent. What is 3 times 7?
3 times 7 equals 21.
Excellent. Give them 2 claps. Hold up. Let's give them 2 claps. Excellent. Let's see one more person's work. Come on, Landon. Let's see what you got. Christopher went to the restroom. You gonna wait for him? Let's go with Darren. Darren, come on up with your part. Let's see what you guys did. Now, everybody's eyes should be on the speaker. Everybody should be giving the presenters that respect. Okay? If you have any questions, hold off for a second, please. Excellent. Now, you see how they have their rows and columns on their paper to give them that visual reminder. Now, they didn't number their rows and columns, but that's okay. Let's see if they got it correct. Show us problem number 2.
We drew 4 rows and 3 columns.
Excellent. What is the total number? 12. What is 4 times 3? Now, let's see if you have it correct. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Perfect. 1, 2, 3 columns. Perfect. Give them 2 claps. Let's try it again. 2 claps. Excellent. Now, have a seat. Now we're going to do an exit slip. I need to see and make sure that everybody knows it. Now, on this exit slip, there's something a little different. Usually, I make you take a sticky sheet and tell me how you like the lesson. But today, I wrote it on the paper. I want to show it to you real quick so you won't have any questions. After you work the problems, don't worry about the problems, look at the bottom. It says, what do you think of the math lesson today? Circle 1. If you liked it, circle this. If it was okay, circle that. If you didn't like it at all, circle the bottom. Circle the sad face. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be upset. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I need to know how you felt about the lesson, because if you liked it, I'm going to teach more this way. If you didn't like it, I'll scratch this and try something different. All right? So real quick, we're going to do our exit slip. Teacher assistant. You may use your notes that you did today in class to do your exit slip, but you cannot use your neighbor. When I grade your paper, I need to know if you know it or not. Alright? I need to know if you know it or not. I would like for Darian, Alex, and Nakai is not here today. So I need Darian and Alex at my desk with their exit slip. She's going to give them 2 right quick. Everyone else, we're on level 0 while you do your exit slip. If you get done with your exit slip, please put your head down and remain quiet. I'm only going to give you about 5 minutes on this exit slip. All right, guys. Y'all didn't bring the pencil.
I did.
Did you bring the pencil? All right. Now, which way is the road? Alex, straight across. Good. So I'm going to write the road. So a row goes which way? A row goes up and down? Straight across. Let's do it right quick with our hands. Straight across. So I'm going to draw an arrow straight across for a row. Now when you take your exit, so a column is up and down. Now when you take your test, make sure you do this before you answer any questions. Okay? If you ever take a test, make sure you do this before you take the test. Write it somewhere on that test. All right? Now let's look at our first problem. How many rows do they want us to draw?
3.
5. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm beside yours. Pretend like I have your worksheet. I'm going to write 1, 2, 3 to identify my 3 rows. So write that right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. That's how many rows? No? Okay, perfect. That's your way. Now, how many columns did they say?
5.
Alright, so across the top, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now don't forget to count that one now. You gotta say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the first one is a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, draw you a line. There, excellent. Mark all of them inside the rectangle, close it in, and then count the total number. Count your total number. So put a little mark in all of them to close in your rectangle.
What's 15?
You got 15? Now you count the total number. So here's all. Here's what you're doing wrong. You did this right. 1, 2, 3. But you skipped 1 for your column. You started 1 there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these don't exist. Now count all of those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Don't forget that this is the first for your row and the first for your column. All right? Now you guys do the next one by yourself. Do what we just learned. What did I tell you the first thing to write before we work a problem? What did I tell you was the first thing to write before we work a problem? Let's do that. I got it right here in front of you. Write row, draw an arrow straight across. Then write column. Do it up under so you have some room. Do your arrow up under it so you have some room. For those that have their head down because they're finished, thank you. I really appreciate it. We're almost done. COLUMN. Excellent. Now work that last problem. Now the problem says 2 rows, 6 columns. Did the same thing. You skip one. This is one. Excellent. Perfect. You go back to your seat. Okay. Now they wanted 6 rows, 6 columns. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill them in. Fill in the box. Count the total. What's the total? Put your name and date and rate how you liked it today. All right. Thank you, class. We're going to close up. Yellow tape to the carpet. Green table to the carpet. Red table to the carpet. Red table to the carpet, and blue table. Everyone should be facing me. Crisscross applesauce on the carpet. Oh, that's the carpet, I'm sorry. Like how you said, excuse me, Wilson. Excellent. Waiting on Brooklyn. All right, class. Come on, Alex. All right. So today we learned 2 things. Let's repeat what we learned today. Repeat after me. I can draw rows and columns of equal size in a rectangle. I can count the total number of equal squares in a rectangle. All right, class. Show me row. Everyone is show me. Show me row. Again. Again. Show me column. Again. Again. Row. Column. All right. So we know how to draw rows and columns. Watch me do it one more time. If I said give me 3 rows, 3 columns, I saw a lot of people making this mistake. For my column, don't forget to count that as 1. Fill it in. Count the total number. 9. This is a basis for multiplication. So 3 times 3 equals
9.
9. Very good, class. Give yourselves 2 claps.